and welcome to the program today. Today's question is, as a seller, what should I be worried about if I'm going to sell my business? My name's Jim Beno. I'm a seasoned business broker, also known as an M&A advisor. I want to remind you, I do not give legal advice. I'm not giving you tax advice on this video. But let's jump into today's question. If I'm looking to sell my business, what should I be worried about? Well, there's a few things that are kind of obvious. As a seller, confidentiality right away comes to mind. You certainly do not want your employees to know the business is for sale. You certainly don't want customers to know the business is for sale. And you obviously don't want your competitors to know the business is for sale. One other thing that I think is pretty general is that, when you select a business broker, if you're working with a business broker, typically those engagements are 12 months in length. So a big fear is, what if I select the wrong business broker? I could be tied up for a year with my business, and this broker is really not doing anything, not bringing me any buyers. And I think those are, everybody knows that those would be issues as a seller. A couple other points that maybe you haven't thought of is, statistically, about 50% of deals that go under contract do not make it to the close for one reason or another. And I'm going to have a whole nother video. I'm not going to get into detail as far as why they don't close. But if you select the wrong buyer and you're under contract, the business comes onto the market, you're going to spend a lot of time and a lot of money with an attorney in the due diligence phase. So that obviously should be a concern is if the buyer doesn't close on the deal. And I think one last point that's really overlooked is what happens if you sell your business, you make it to the close, you collect your money, and you think everything is good. And then 6 or 9 months later, you're being notified by registered mail that there is an issue on the reps and warranty section. Now, I want to stress, I'm not an attorney. I'm not giving you legal advice, but I can tell you every purchase agreement has what's called a reps and warranty section. And I was talking to an attorney a couple months ago. His name was Larry, and he's actually a litigation attorney. And I asked him, I said, Larry, how often is there issues after the sale between a buyer and seller? And he said, Jim, it probably happens more than you think just because you're the broker and you don't know that there's ongoing feuds with the buyer and seller. And he said a lot of times it happens because, the seller either didn't have an attorney or didn't have a business broker. And he said maybe they want to sell the business and maybe they embellish things or they exaggerate things. But I want you to know that every purchase contract has what's called a reps and warranty. So, if your business is doing 10 million in sales and a million in profit, you're not guaranteeing that the buyer is going to be doing next year is going to do 10 million in sales and a million in profit. What you are warranting, though, is that all the information you've provided the buyer is correct and you've disclosed everything. And that is something a good business broker should be able to help you with to make sure that, stuff doesn't get exaggerated and things that need to be disclosed should be disclosed. And so hopefully I'll give you some ideas of some things that you should look out for when selling a business. That's it for today. Thanks for listening. If you found this content helpful, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. I'm going to have other educational videos on how to buy and how to sell a business. Once again, I do not give legal advice. I do not give tax advice. When buying or selling a business, you should always consult with a local attorney. To contact me directly, you can reach me at jimbeno@businessbrokerexpertsinc.com. That's JIMBENO at businessbrokerexpertsinc.com. I appreciate you staying to the end. I have a couple free bonuses for you. Just click on the link below and fill out a quick question. And I've got 2 free reports I want to send you. Thanks again.